promised myself to just be myself. And I don't know if it's considered as bullying but I've been getting remarks to say that I need to be me. We played a game the other night and I was told that I'm the fakest girl in the house. I was told,
like with Offentse had some structure, leadership structure. Like we listened to him. If he says, let's do this, we did it, as well as Tumi.
Small, and they were kind of disappointed that, well, I'm just too Thandeka.
Sunday diary session for the 10 housemates, but in no particular order. I'm going to spill, or I'm going to say what this housemates shared with Biggie. Let's start with Q. Q said eviction is not a new thing for him because we've been seeing him stand right from day one. And he told Big Brother he has stood for like 3 times in a row. He's feeling happy and he has learned he's a guest of Big Brother's house. With the punishment, he's learned to abide by the rules. Not everyone was invested in their wager, hence, they lost that wager. That before going to the arena, they had already lost the wager. And the weakest link is Thandeka. Last minute, before going to the arena, was when she decided to help. Initially, she backed out of the wager that she wasn't doing. And the weakest link to him in all of the wagers is TheDon. TheDon is just one guy. I don't know if it's because he's the finest. He's just chilled. He doesn't talk much. He just picks the people he says one or two to. Q feels next week too, he's going to stand. But he won't be surprised if that happens. He's been trying to trace his footsteps right from week 1. Why people nominated him. He's been trying conversations. Maybe they will see a different perspective. But there are some things, in my opinion, you can't change. If people have made up their mind not to like you, just let them be. And they'll see you shine. God will push you to shine in their faces. That's just the thing. And he thinks King Wanda is going home. He has the least amount of impact in the house. If he survives, that's Q, he's going to try to remove himself from any clique. He's not going to associate himself with any clique. Biggie said daring to be different in an unreal world. Thandeka in her diary session, while she wore her 3rd outfit for the punishment to the diary room, she said she has learned to watch herself and be more attentive to the rules with this punishment. Everybody is pulling their weight for her in the punishment. But she'll say Laima is really lazy. She operates on a different level. Here, she's very slow. She hasn't really been pulling her weight. Thandeka expressed to Big Brother she's not really liked in the house. That's why when she shared her opinion and they watered it down, she decided to quit. She was not treated like a team member. She said King Wanda might go home because he sleeps a lot. And people think his presence won't be missed. Though in this house, they are strong personality, and so this might overshadow his own personality. And getting personal punishment is good. It will make her follow the rules the more. And she apologized to Biggie and took accountability for some of her actions. So King Wanda, he tells Biggie he's nervous. He just wishes for 6 p.m. to be here already. The punishment made him learn. They have to revisit the rule book from time to time. And they kind of work well when Biggie gives them a punishment than when they receive a wager brief. And he feels the weakest link is Thandeka. He feels they keep getting more punishments because of Thandeka jumping, saying, wow, she likes this punishment. And even if you're not supposed to be happy with a punishment, and you see her dancing about it, he hates to stand like a broken record. But he said the weakest link for their wager is also Thandeka. He likes Tumi the Barber, but he said he's not a leader that can put his foot down. Offentse'S leadership had structures, and even Dube had structures, but Tumi goes with people with the loudest voices in the room. And you don't have a loud voice, if you want to bring a suggestion, you will not, because you feel like, why, when it's going to be watered down, they are going to talk down on it. He tells Big Brother that he really feels he's leaving, though his nomination was strategic, but he's not sure. The likes game opened his eyes. I don't know why this housemates feel like if you are not liked in the house, you're not going to be liked outside. And he said Bulebi's statement really hurt him, like it really shocked him. And the three people that he feels are leaving, him, Mashel, and Q. If he leaves, he wants Ashay and Bravo B. In fact, TheDon, Mshefane to stay long, and he'll be voting for them on the outside. But if he should stay, he's going to be careful and work on his emotional intelligence, because it's the type of person, if somebody tells him a bad remark, he kinds of allow the thing to feed on his soul. He manifests that thing. So he's going to work on his emotional intelligence, like how Bule was like his presence not going to be felt. So that's how he felt in general. So actually, yes, he should work on that. Laima said she spoke to Thandeka, which is true, the other day about maybe she should let those housemates see her own perspective. Yes. And Thandeka told her that she's used to working in a boardroom. There, everybody's opinion is welcomed. She's not really used to working in this kind of setting. But she came up with a very good idea, but it was too late for them to even execute it. It was more like a last minute something. And another person should say is a weak link apart from Thandeka is Tumi the Barber. He's emotionally weak, and as the HOH, you have to keep things moving. And she thinks Mashel and Q might be evicted tonight. She loves Mashel, but he irritates her sometimes. If she gets to top 10 or top 5, she's going to barb her hair like Kokii. Dene Jones, she was very emotional. She expressed herself in the best way she could. She said Thandeka triggers her a lot. Now, Dene is someone that things get to easily. She's overly sensitive. So, things obviously is bound to trigger her. And she said she cannot confront Thandeka. They played a game and she was called the fakest. Obviously, this hurt her because when she was even saying it, you could see the frustration, the pain in her face. But it's so good that actually she knows this. This is what this person feels about me. She was glad to be among the obedient housemates that escaped punishment, and they felt bad they were not part. So her and Mshefane, they tried to clear um the house, made sure they'll make life easy for the other housemates. But the other housemates didn't seem to like acknowledge so much. Dene said to her, Thandeka is really slacking in the punishment. She is not learning for her mistakes. Bravo and Ashe are really trying their best with the punishment. And for the wager loss, it was Thandeka that is the weakest link because Biggie asked them, who do they think is the weakest link? When they were doing the wager and Thandeka backed down that she was not going to be part of the wager, like this already gave some housemates a losing mindset. Dene shared with Big Brother throughout this week she did not even think she's nominated. But when she was packing her bags, she had the feeling she might actually go home today. She thinks King Wanda might leave too because he's affirming it, saying he might leave, he might leave, he might leave. Thandeka might also leave, but she is not sure. Mashel, he tells Biggie that he is nervous, he is okay, it's his first time to be nominated. He feels others are trying to do the punishment, but someone is rejoicing about the punishment, and that's obviously Thandeka. And he said the lesson is to work together as a team. The first meeting Tumi the Barber held, they used 2 minutes to talk about personal grievances. They didn't even talk about important things. That's when you know that, wow, problem is coming. It kind of feels Thandeka is making mockery of the punishment. Trixie had to say, wear your outfit, Thandeka. Dube is not really putting much effort in the weekly wager, but everyone else is trying with their punishment. Nobody wants to sleep on the floor. He feels Q has been the only one repeatedly nominated, and so this can make him evicted. People might be tired of voting. That's what he means. If he was to be evicted, he would like to see Romona stay till the end. They have shared sensitive moments. They've spoken about his unemployment. He says she is a great cook and person. People nominated him based on things they were told, and he will clarify that if he's not evicted tonight. Shared that she is not well. A lot is going on in the house. People think she's dumb. The housemates that think she's dumb. Thandeka. Thandeka makes you feel stupid. She takes people's things, more like people's property, uses them, keep it in her side without even returning it. She wish they can come together and discipline Thandeka. She has a draining spirit, Thandeka. A lot is coming if she will survive here tonight. And she's going to ignore some things. Didi said half of her is worried, half of her is not really worried. It's like a 50-50 emotions. If she goes, then it's fine. If not, then fine. Because after all, it's not as if she's going home, she's going to a forest, she's going to her home. And with this punishment, people are still not listening. You talk to them, they'll look at her like she's just a child, she's just 21, and she really regrets letting people know her age. And the people that are trying with the punishment, Trixie, Neliswa, Malay, and her. Didi tells Biggie that the one in the old mother's dress, that's Thandeka, she's really slacking. And she says it's like Biggie packed all the overthinkers of South Africa to this season. Neliswa contributed the most to the wager. She said emotionally she's not strong for this house, but she's happy to be here. It's like torture being here. Didi feels like she might go home because of her two friends that left. Then her two picks for those that might be evicted. She said Romona. She said Romona is funny. They don't even know much about her. Today she'll tell you she's 39. Tomorrow she'll say she's 32. And Thandeka, she hopes people see they are tired of her bullshit. Millet, he tells Big Brother he's okay. A lot of people are pissed with the punishment, but him is enjoying the punishment because it means you see people's reaction while they are serving punishment. He has learned to follow the rule book, and they have the rule book close to them 247. People are quick to look at the other person. Many say Ashe is trying, but Laima is lacking. She's a very lazy person. She wants the soft life. And the wager this week was confusing. The weakest link for him is Thandeka. And he suggests something interesting for Biggie, that Biggie should separate them in things. One girls one side, boys one side. They want to see something. And it's really going to be interesting. Imagine they are all in one different house. He thinks King Wanda might leave tonight because he's saying he might. Romona and Dene, he's not really sure. Romona, she's having a mixed feeling. A few housemates have been trying with the punishment, but Q stood out for her today. Housemates lacking, according to her. Kokii, Dube, Mashel, and Trixie. Ramona said some people that do daily tasks, they do not do anything. But people like llano, she does a lot in her group. Even when her group people are not willing to work, she works alone. She covers up for them. HOH has a lot to do with how the wager went down. And I totally agree with Ramona. People have to learn life lessons the hard way. So, guys, thank you so much. See you on my very next video. Bye.